I was deemed ineligible to play in the next game because my GPA ended up getting too low. I was focusing way too much on football instead of academics, and now I have to go to a mandatory study hall, so I am going to be able to do that. Hopefully my GPA will go up, and I'm going over to my weekly agenda to make sure that I use some energy on my academics because I do want to play in these games. We have some huge ones coming up, but I am going to miss this game against Kentucky, a night game at that. But I am still able to come out here and practice and do what I have to do to get prepared for my return. So of course, you know, I'm putting in a ton of work before that point comes. But I'm glad you guys are liking this series so far. My running back by the name of Jet Rush. Make sure you go check out the very first episode if you ended up missing that one, because we were out there doing work and it was our introduction. So you see, we are halfback number one. We ended up passing a starter and we lost that game against Kentucky. But I still have to make sure that I get my grades up. My academic advisor is suggesting that I come in multiple times a week and my GPA is gonna increase. And one of my teammates wants to know if I want to ride with this 8:30 a.m. class. I'm like, bruh, you know I normally would have skipped this thing, but I have to make sure I'm on top of everything. And now I'm checking out my attributes because I do want to upgrade something before we go into our next game, which is going to be against those Georgia Bulldogs. But you see how much it is going to cost for me to upgrade some of my major attribute groups. I'm like, okay, let me go over to physicals because sidestep costs 3 and I want to improve my juke, so I am going to upgrade that right before we get into this game. Let's get it! So here we are, the Georgia-Florida rivalry, and we're playing in Jacksonville. Starting off with the ball, you know I'm in this backfield ready to try to take this thing all the way to the house. Right out of the gate, I'm getting the run, trying to break some tackles. So I am still getting used to playing on offense. You know I went 4 seasons playing cornerback with London Bridges II, where we ended up winning the Heisman in our senior year, and look at me coming out of the backfield. I couldn't turn up the field before going out of bounds. And now it's going to be 3rd down and 6. I can't get out of the backfield, and our quarterback is going to get sacked. But look at this boy Carson back. Incomplete. Incomplete. On 3rd down, incomplete. So he comes out with 3 straight incompletions. We get the ball right back on a 3rd and 8. I'm coming out of the backfield with my route, and I am going to get a 1st down and allow us to keep our drive going here in the 1st quarter. A delayed handoff, breaking the 1st tackle, and getting close to that 1st down marker. Now we do have a 1st and 10. I'm trying to run these routes out of the backfield, calling for it deep. He did not see me wide open down the field, and on 3rd and 5, dropping back.
The user. Cut
that music off! You better not have been singing the user, because Georgia gets the touchdown. Wow, what a way to come out here and start, right? But now, whoop! I'm hitting him with the juke move. Look at that side step. Going to take us to the end of the 1st quarter. Georgia with 0 passing yards. That boy Carson Beck over there love struck. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I can't even blame him, though. He's with one of them twins, you feel me? But we have a 3rd and inches. Uh-oh, I'm coming out of the backfield. I don't see any safety help, and I know I have some speed, so I'm sending myself on a streak. calling for the ball, and I'm going to be wide open. Going into that end zone for the score. It was only a matter of time before I broke loose and did what I had to do. Now let's see if our defense will be able to get a stop on these Bulldogs. A 44-yard touchdown. I am like, dude, what are y'all over there doing? Do I need to play two-way like Travis Hunter and play a little bit of corner as well? You see me trying to get these runs popping right before halftime. We are going to be set with a third down. Trying to run it right up the gut, and I get it. Trying to stiff arm folks, breaking tackles. Now I'm calling for the ball out of the backfield. I'm going to get a huge gain on this play. Finally pushed out of bounds, but we are driving. Right before the half, I told you we need these points right here. And on 3rd and 3, will we be able to get the first? I'm taking down in the backfield. So we are forced to kick that field goal. We're going to see if they are going to get any points before halftime. Hopefully not. But look at Georgia driving down that field, and they do. I'm like, man, oh man. The score is now 20-10. Right before we're going into halftime. And the Georgia D is going to say, no! QB, if you throw our way, we are going to make you pay. That's exactly what they do. Luckily, they did not get any points in the second quarter after that turnover. And we're coming right back in the third quarter trying to get something going. A nice completion over the middle. It's nice to see him throw to somebody else besides your boy. But I'm calling for the ball this time. And I get my feet down. You know you only need one in college. Look, I was trying to hurdle somebody. Probably not a good idea against this Georgia defense. And I'm getting taken down after we get the first. Now I'm going to get the toss out of the backfield. And I'm going to use my speed to get to the outside and get that touchdown. That's exactly what we needed. And now we need to stop this Bulldog offense from getting any more points. You see Trevor Etienne trying to do his thing. On 3rd and goal, they do not get in that end zone. So they are going to settle for 3. So it's only a 6-point game. I'm happy about that. Look at me bouncing and spinning off of people. Man, once I really get the hang of using this running back, it is going to be a wrap for the rest of college. And I'm trying to use my speed. Wait a minute. I get walked down at the 2-yard line. But I already have over 500 yards receiving on the season. So we've been doing more through the air than on the ground for sure. Trying to run that jet sweep to get a passing touchdown. But we're taken down on the 2, trying to run it with me right up the gut, and I'm stopped. I'm like, dude, you have to be kidding me. 3rd and goal, still not able to get in. But I'm going to run that no huddle, hurry up offense to try to catch Georgia off guard, and I'm taken down again.
Holy moly.
Oh my goodness, dude. Can you believe that? 2 minutes left in the game. Luckily, we are going to get the ball right back before Georgia could get any more points on the board. So essentially, this is probably our last drive of the game. We have to make the best of it and try to punch this thing in for a touchdown and walk out with the victory. Look, you know I was calling for the ball out of the backfield, but my quarterback, Mertz, is doing a good job of finding the open man. Now I am calling for it, and a close call, but I'm down to the 1. Are we going to be able to punch this in? We just saw what that Bulldog defense can do on the goal line, and the clock is ticking. 2nd and goal, I am in there, and we are going to get the much-needed score.
Back out fresh on the scene, 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 back out fresh on the scene.
Man, that was a close call, but we are gonna walk out of here with a W. 24-23 in this rivalry game, the war for the oar against Georgia. You see our series wins. We're trying to do our thing out here, and I am gonna be player of the game. We ended up with 3 touchdowns. You see the yards. And I am going to check out the stats because I was doing a lot through the air as well. So in order for me to stay on the field so much, I did end up turning the wear and tear off, and I tweaked the stamina slider because otherwise, you know, they would be taking me out like every other play. But look at those stats, dude. Receiving yards, I ended up with 185 and a touchdown. Of course, we are going to be National Offensive Player of the Week. And dude, really?
Holy moly.
You want me to cheat on the hot diggity dog test? Man, I'm already walking on eggshells. I cannot be doing all of that, so I have to make sure I stay on track so I'll be able to play against Texas. It is a night game. The rain is falling down, and we are taking on these Texas Longhorns on the road. And I am getting that run a couple yards on the play. We do start off with good field position. I think they ended up turning the ball over on their first possession. And on 3rd and 8, quarterback is launching it to the end zone. Luckily, we are able to get a field goal right there. So we start off 3-0. Let's see what Quinn Ewers and his team is going to be able to do. Nothing on that possession. And I come right back using my speed. About to break away from the Longhorn defense. You know that's exactly what I'm trying to do. And I know a lot of you guys were telling me once I get my attributes up on this running back, he is really going to be raw. And I cannot wait until that happens because I'm already having a lot of fun. Look at me taking this one out of the backfield and breaking the tackle. Jed is going to turn on the afterburners and rush into the end zone for the touchdown. Us doing what we have to do on the road to try to get a victory in this nasty weather, and they are getting a huge penalty on our defense all the way down, and they return the favor, cutting our lead to 3 points. And now our quarterback is trying to throw it. Dude, you have got to be kidding me. They ended up getting a pick 6. There goes all of our momentum out of the window. Just like that, the Longhorns end up taking the lead. And they are still playing this tight defense, 2nd down and 10. We are going to find a receiver that time, but it is going to be 3rd down and inches. We need to try to get this 1st down, and we had a man wide open. but my quarterback ended up missing him, as you see. But it's still a 14-10 game, and we have a little bit of time here before the half to try to get some points on the board. And now with a 2nd down and 4, that one's gonna fall incomplete. So on 3rd down, look, I wanted to call for that ball. I get it, but I am stopped at the 1-yard line. I'm like, dude, really? So we did end up taking a field goal before half, and now I'm coming out in the 3rd quarter with the ball. So this is our opportunity to try to go down right here. Ooh, I wanted to hit homie with a nasty juke move. Like I said, I cannot wait to get my attributes up even more so I could really look like a beast. Right now, I told you, we're just a true freshman. I was trying to stiff arm somebody. But it is going to be 3rd and 6. I called for the ball out of the backfield. It's a little cheese doing that route right there, man. In the flats, and I am rumbling, bumbling, stumbling in the end zone. You see me over here taunting the crowd a little bit as we go for 2 and don't get it. So here's Texas. You know they're trying to score right here, right now. Driving down the field at the end of the 3rd quarter, and they get 1. They tried to go for 2 as well, but they didn't get it. So it's only a 1-point game, and we ended up giving the ball right back to their offense, led by Quinn Ewers. You know they still have Arch on the bench, waiting to come in the game, and on 4th down, they get a 33-yard touchdown. I am like, dude, what in the world are y'all doing? And we fumble it. Everything is falling apart for our team at the moment here in the 4th quarter, and now we are down by 11. So we have to try to score and score quick. Look at that boy rush down the sideline. Finally taken out of bounds, but we had a huge gain on the play. We have to try to make sure we get in this end zone as soon as possible. Ooh, man, I wanted him to throw it my way, but it doesn't matter. We are still getting another touchdown, man. This game is far from over. Of course, you know we need to go for 2 to try to cut it to 3. And I am wide open out of the backfield. So just like that, we went on that drive and we ended up scoring. Now our defense needs to stop here on 3rd down and 3. And when you look at that, the pass is knocked away. So we get one more shot at it. Under a minute left, and I'm using my speed over the middle. Going right out of bounds to make sure I stop the clock. We have plenty of time here, bro. I feel like we are gonna be able to get this touchdown. As I'm breaking tackles, we're calling a no-huddle, hurry-up offense. We need to get on the ball quick because we only have 1 timeout left. Under 20 seconds. Getting an amazing catch. You see me sliding my feet before I went out of bounds. And on 2nd and 10, we're going to get that much closer. But we are forced to call our timeout. And we are going to take the field goal. So instead of getting the game-winning touchdown, here we are in overtime. I feel like every single game that I have played so far has been close because I am playing on that Heisman. And we get to the 2-yard line on 3rd down and goal. We're trying to run it, and they're in the backfield taking me down. I'm like, oh my goodness, dude. So we ended up having to take the field goal. We're going to have to get a stop and not let Texas get in that end zone, but they are. And we are not going to win this game on the road. Gonna walk out of here with an L. 36-33. What a crazy one in the rain, though, man. Baxter is going to be player of the game with 3 touchdowns. You know that would have been me if we would have won, dude. But I'm still having a lot of fun out here. We are going to have a tough mountain to climb with this loss to try to get into college football playoff. But you know, I still ended up getting my stats. Make sure to drop a like and sub if you haven't. I'll be back with some more Jet Rush. And take me out of here, Siri!
That's nasty. Peace.